So God instituted a Sabbath rest, which is one day out of the week, to revive, to refresh, to recreate, and reflect. And even God took the Sabbath as an example for us. Hello, this is Lorraine, and welcome to Healthy Living, Spirit, Soul, and Body. So I am here at the Edwin Forsyth Wildlife Center. This is a place really close to where I live, and it's something that I don't really take advantage of that much, but it's real pretty. It's eventually will get me to a bridge with a river, which is kind of pretty, and maybe I'll take some photos when I get there. But I am taking a little bit of a Sabbath rest. I am recouping. I am revitalizing myself, and I'm allowing myself to think. I'm allowing myself to get off the clock a little bit, to do things that I enjoy. And I'm going to be talking about a couple of ways to enjoy a Sabbath rest, okay? We live in a busy world. Can you believe it? How many things are pulling at us all day? So much so that at the end of the day, we wonder where the day is gone. And worse than that, we wonder how is it that we got nothing done? A lot of times that's because we are not the ones directing our lives. We're letting pressure to look good to others and all sorts of other things take control. And when we do that, we end up forfeiting our time to things that will never add to our life, our health, or our dreams. One of the ways to take back control is to schedule time for rest. So Jonathan Evans says, "Your value is in your work, but your power is in your rest." And what that says to me is that your rest determines the value and quality of your work. That if you're not really taking your rest, the quality of your work is going to be affected. So the other thing that I heard that really is true is that if you don't take a Sabbath rest, eventually you're going to have to. If you're working all the time, you're not really resting on the weekends or whatever, you're working, crazy hours, eventually your health is going to be affected, and you'll eventually have to take time off from work because of sickness and all kinds of other things. It eventually catches up with you. So God instituted a Sabbath rest because He knows us, He made us, and He knows our frame, and He knows that we need one day out of 7 to revive ourselves. He knows how to keep us healthy, spirit, soul, and body. I believe the Sabbath rest consists of 4 different things. It's a time when you're reviving, you're refreshing, you're recreating, and you're reflecting. Okay, and all of those are an important part of a Sabbath rest. When you're reviving, okay, what does that mean? To revive means to come alive. Some examples would be to walk on the beach or in a park, a long talk with a friend or your spouse. Painting, using your creativity in some way. All those things revive you on the inside. Okay, it's a way of really getting in touch with your spirit and your heart. It's a time when you get off the clock. It's a time where you're not really constrained by other people's schedules. You're just doing things that revive you. The second thing that I believe a Sabbath rest consists of is refreshment, okay, or refreshing. It could be food or drink. It could be, maybe you've been eating terrible all week, and it's a time to refresh your body, to get healthy, to kind of do a little bit of a reset, to provide new vigor and energy by rest, food, and exercise. The third thing that a Sabbath rest consists of is recreation. Recreation is really to refresh by means of relaxation and enjoyment. So it includes things that are fun, out of the ordinary, usually involves some sort of physical activity, a sport, can be spontaneous, something that you do that is not constrained by. This would be maybe spending time with your family playing a game, playing soccer, or even a board game, when it gets colder out. Things that, or even just running with a friend. Those are all things that are part of recreation. And last but not least, I believe a Sabbath rest consists of reflection. During your Sabbath rest, it's good to just reflect on the week. What can you do differently? Are there halftime adjustments that you need to make? Are there ways that you can improve the following week? It's a time for planning. Terry Savelle Foy is a real firm believer in taking Sunday evening to plan her week. And it's actually a good idea to just think about what went right and what went wrong in your previous week and figure out what you can do to correct it. And also, if there's something important that happened in your week, it's important to reflect on it. Why was it important? How did it change you? What did you find out about yourself? So all those things are part of reflecting. So having said all that, let's go to a deeper level, okay? Now, Hebrews 4, verse 10 and 11 says, anyone who enters God's rest also rests from their own works, just as God did from his. Make every effort to enter into that rest. So the deeper level of a Sabbath rest is really to spend time with God. When you're resting and when you're in a Sabbath rest, the deepest level is a time when you're not striving, you're not working. Because the verse says, anyone who enters God's rest also rests from their own works. So it's not time when you're striving, you're not under pressure, you're not trying to figure things out, you are resting. You are casting your cares on the Lord. You are just being. I think there's a lot of talk now about the importance of just being. They're not looking to the past, not looking to the future, but just being and experiencing the moments. And when you're really just being, you're spending time with the Lord and letting the Lord spend time with you. So thank you so much for watching this video today. And I just want to encourage you to take time, schedule time for rest. Schedule time to enjoy yourself. Schedule time to spend time with people that you enjoy, that build you up, that make you feel better about yourself. Take time for a Sabbath rest. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, leave me some comments. I would love to hear from you, and I would love to be able to encourage you and help you get off the hamster wheel. Okay? Have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.